औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद व बारिक वसल्लम. Conspiracy theories are reflections of basic human emotions. Emotions that literally make us see the negativity, a negativity that never existed in the first place. Emotions like ignorance, obsessions, hate, fear of change, and greed. These emotions are as old as human race is. They relate to the most of the misconceptions, stupidities, and blunders of the past. On April 12, 1633, physicist Galileo was put under house arrest by Pope Urban VIII for his heretic views that Earth was not center of the universe, as Bible said, and Church corrected the blunder after 359 years. This means officially it took Church 359 years to accept that Earth is not the center of the universe. This correction came on 31st October 1992 under Pope John Paul II. Before him, in 399 BC, Socrates was made to drink poison for polluting the mind of the youth. And if they can, Bill Gates will be poisoned for his desperate efforts to save humanity from predictable viral diseases. He was under attack for polio vaccination earlier, including President of United States of America, Mr. Trump. And now he is under attack for predicting COVID-19 like viral diseases in his TED Talk of 2015. Many would have thought year 1633 or 399 BC were old times, very old times. And with astonishing breakthroughs of science and technology, highest ever literacy rates, and whole world becoming a global village, and thanks to 24/7 social media, which does not sleep, it was believed conspiracy theories would cease to exist. Contrarily, COVID-19 of 21st century has generated millions of conspiracy theories, exploding exponentially with no end in sight. Supposedly, space for conspiracy theories also should have shrunk, as the clout of Mr. Bill Gates is much more than Socrates and Galileo combined. Bill Gates, one of the most cherished celebrity, world's richest, and a living legend who has impacted the world in a way like no one ever did. Moreover, he has spent last 20 years under his Bill Gates Manda Foundation fighting malaria, polio, and now COVID-19. And this all with his personal charity of 36 billion. Surprisingly, this all couldn't save him from becoming a villain. Why hopes to see a saner and wiser world went terribly wrong? No doubt things have changed a great deal since poor Galileo, but humans' emotions have not. Still ruled by selected ignorance, under the influence of obsession or fear, humans remain humans. What social media seems to have done is empower, amplify, and propagate the exaggerated negativity of individuals. Earlier, millions or maybe billions of conspiracy theories might have been buried in the chest drawers of humans. Now anyone with a mobile device can become mouthpiece of devil, and super fast connectivity can take this message around the world in a few minutes. Just imagine what we have made of COVID-19. President Trump calls virus Chinese virus. China blames visiting US soldier for the spread. Prime Minister Modi of India, after draconian Anti-Muslim Citizen Amendment Act, finds another excuse, COVID-19, to be devil Muslims, declaring them the corona carriers. Muslims see it as a conspiracy to undermine Islam, and all religions secretly believe they are being targeted by other religions. Religious segments of every society thinks God is angry, and atheists find one more reason not to believe in God. Many believe it is CIA ploy being held by Bill Gates to bug all human bodies. Many think it is China-US biological war. Then we have 5G versus Corona discussion, and then xenophobes believe it is because of the foreigners, and this list goes on and on. The central point of all such conspiracies relies on one single point: the origin of coronavirus. If it is willful creation, then it is a biological war, and if it is not, all the conspiracy theories would cease to exist. And there are convincing reasons to believe that it is not a planted virus. Let's see into them. The most credible agencies, World Health Organization and United States Center for Disease Control, does not believe this to be a willfully planted virus. Then, in atomic war scenarios, we have the concept of MAD or MAD or mutually assured destruction, which convinced every atomic power not to use it as it will eventually destroy everyone. Same MAD concept applies to any biological, chemical attack or cyber attack. No responsible government would ever use it as nobody would be able to stop it. It will always be a lose-lose game. And then we need to remember that wars, including biological wars, they are fought to gain some advantage over adversaries. The COVID-19 is already being compared to 1930s recession, worst known worldwide recession impacting every soul on planet Earth. Who would dare to do it willfully? And lastly, no sane country would like to take credit for 300,000 lives lost so far, and many online as we speak. Now the next logical question is, why conspiracy theories have such a huge appeal? Scientific theories are based on facts. Conspiracy theories are based on feelings of obsessive love, hate, fear, sensation, greed, and whatever. And since feelings stick, we love conspiracy theories. Suppose if somebody supports Mr. Trump for his taking on China, why should he not believe Mr. Trump's China virus theory? Similarly, Prime Minister Modi's vote base is essentially anti-Muslim. When Modi and his party BJP targets Muslim for this virus, it is much more powerful than just discussing the genealogical structure of the poor coronavirus. And also related to this is the enemy factor. We want to bedevil our enemies. It makes revenge sweet and worthy of it. One more chance to ask for revenge of all the past wars and failings. And remember the old age lesson, make it easier to be remembered. Conspiracy theories are stupidly simple. Imagine what is easier, digging deep into the structure of virus, its history, causes and treatment, or blame someone. How easy it is to discuss enemy and fabricated sensational stories than to discuss a virus. And let's not forget, this simplicity got haters like Mr. Trump, Mr. Modi, and Bolsonaro of Brazil win their respective elections. And obsessions are the sweet blinds to our thinking. We love our religions, cultures, and nationalities. Hence we believe, how can we, the followers of this religion or this nationality, be targeted by such a disease? That reminds me of David's Wealth and Poverty of Nations. He mentions how in the Middle Ages, Christians would blame Muslims and Jews for making them fall sick. They thought of Jews magic, failing to note that Jews and Muslims were washing their hands more frequently than Christians. And then we all know the politicians. They will always find some way to make any issue, be it economic, social, or medical in this case, to increase or solidify their vote base. This is what is being done, particularly in United States and India. And perhaps the most important, juicy, and practical value of any conspiracy theory is that it shifts responsibility to devil forces, the enemy, who wrought havoc with us, making necessarily all of our performances, our failures, our responses a secondary issue. If spread successfully, this conspiracy theory absolves respective governments, organizations, or agencies of all their failings, at times criminalities. And now to the last question. Can we do anything about conspiracy theories? The answer is yes and no. Yes, because there is a way to handle it. No, because we won't do it. Imagine, in United States on average 30,000 people die every year of gun violence. Can they change it? Yes. Will they change it? Perhaps no. Solutions are, more often than not, always simple, but they are not taken. How to stop diseases? We all know most of the diseases would reduce to minimal levels by resorting to healthy lifestyle, that is, healthy eating, exercise, and good sleep cycles. But will this happen? Perhaps no. Because we are not run by logics and calculations alone. We are driven by our emotions, feelings, likes and dislikes, and that is the real issue. And unlike gun control and healthy lifestyle that almost all would agree to in principle, conspiracy theories are not only related to education. our calculations, our logics. They are part of our belief system. Belief systems are in turn fed by our religion, history, politics, economy, and our social and psychological upbringing. And we do not have control panel for all these things. What can really help is one word: responsibility. If only we can make humans responsible. And let's not forget, literacy rates only tell you how educated a society is, not responsible. United States has a literacy rate of 99%. A dream come true for my country. But see who they elected to run their country. My dream is, if every player of the society plays its role to make our planet saner to the minimum level where a renowned man like Bill Gates is not bedeviled for giving everything he has. It will be a cause worth trying for, no matter what difference as individuals we make to it. And this video is one such small effort. अल्लाह ताला समझ अता फरमाए, आसानियाँ अता फरमाए और आसानियाँ बांटने की तौफीक अता फरमाए। आमीन या रब्बल आलमीन।